special report. A small town in Colorado is making business out of Bigfoot. Bailey is located in Park County, about 2 hours from Colorado Springs. It's become a hot spot for Bigfoot sightings and is home to the Sasquatch Outpost, which offers all things squatchy. Photojournalist Ray Harless and I were more than curious, so we hopped in the car, took a little drive, and went squatching. Believers say they can be up to 10 feet tall and weigh more than 1,000 pounds. But could a giant creature like that really be lurking in our woods? Bigfoot sightings have been reported across the nation, but one small town in Colorado seems to have more activity than most.
Bailey's becoming known as a Bigfoot hotspot.
Nestled against the Pike National Forest, Bailey is home to about 9,000 residents, tons of wildlife, and potentially dozens of Sasquatches.
He met a local lady who had just had a Bigfoot sighting, and he was so excited because he said, "Wow, that means they're here."
Jim and Daphne Myers co-own the Sasquatch Outpost in town, home of all things squatchy, including evidence of their existence.
He put this big map up on the wall, and people just started coming in, and they wanted to tell us their sightings and their stories. Started off as I was just humoring him, and as these people started coming in and telling their stories, I had to say, wow, you really did see this two-legged hairy creature, and you're not making this up. So I became a believer myself.
This was an imprint of an elk's body we found in the snow. It had been running, and it was defecating as it ran, which I don't see very often when I'm hunting. The strange thing was there were no elk prints leaving this site. There were no predator prints, there was no blood, and there was no body, no elk body. And the elk was gone. So we just never know what we're going to find when we go out.
The back of the shop has now been transformed into a Bigfoot museum and a place to let your imagination run wild.
This is a frame from the Patterson-Gimlin Bigfoot footage. It was filmed in 1967 in Northern California. Still to date is the quintessential Bigfoot sighting. There was no technology in 1967 to create a suit that had breasts that bounced. Even the Academy Award-winning costume designer for the original Planet of the Apes, he could not have made a suit like this. They know she was 7 feet 6 inches tall, and by the impression of her feet in the sand and just the body mass, they estimated she weighed in the realm of 900 pounds.
But if the stories and evidence in the Bigfoot Museum aren't enough to convince you, you can sign up for one of their squatching adventures and head out into the woods to search for your own evidence.